Hello. I decided that GDawn's going to be the first solo game that I record with commentary, or at least an attempt at it, and don't know the game too well, so I'm just making a new character to use for this. Going to go with Occultist. Not going to be amazing with him since I don't really know how to use him, but let's get this started.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this. But the bonds hold, for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first. We were managed by your corrupt gods. Your part opened the way, and now we return to claim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down!
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
So, if you didn't notice, you don't actually choose a class when you make your character and stuff. You wait until you actually get a level in the game. Aside from that, I apologize if that cinematic was loud. I actually have the volume turned way down in the game, and it's still that loud. It was actually loud even for me, so that's just something you can't get around. Game cinematic scenes are just always weird volume-wise.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life. You were possessed, so we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue. He's up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
First quest, go talk to the guy who kept us from dying. Makes sense. So as I said, I have played this a little bit. Level 30 is about the farthest I've gotten, playing with a friend, so I haven't really done much solo play. Well, time to talk to Captain John Bourbon.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable, someone with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you are that person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
So we're asking what he wants us to
Bodies
do.
of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the burial hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the burial hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it. You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
So we need to figure out whatever is killing, or whatever is reanimating the dead, and kill it. Makes perfect sense for first thing. Can't even use it yet. I got my first piece of gear. Lovely. No skills start out with, sadly. So it's just clicking and attacking. Oh yeah, what it's saying here is the yellow overlay on the health. When my health goes down, if I'm out of combat for long enough and don't get hit, the yellow will go down, my health will regen really quickly. Yeah, can go and use a two-handed weapon just for giggles. Don't know if it'll actually be effective this early on or not. Okay, I'm gonna say that that seems pretty effective. A pistol, I guess I can sell it. Although if I remember correctly, yellow or white gear doesn't sell for anything, even in the beginning of the game. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll be able to go faster if I don't bother picking up anything that I know won't be that great. Empty building. I swear the damage range on two-handed weapons is kind of silly, though. If you get a hit and do 4 damage, why are you getting a hit and doing 50 the next time? Just a little awkward. Normal hits for 50 plus damage, crit for 10. I find that pretty amusing. Guess I'll go around the side. Trying to be somewhat efficient with the exploring so I don't have too much backtracking for you guys to watch. Not that this is probably going to be too interesting to watch, but oh well. We'll see how it turns out. Yay, leather pants. Slightly better than what I have. Oh, now that I realize it, I have leveled up. I can get a, I can put a level into something now. So, as you can see, this is when I actually choose my classes. Soldiers, typical frontline, they can do pretty heavy damage, but it's mostly focused through their auto attacks and only a couple abilities. They can two-hand, they're generally sword and board. Demolitionist, they can do ranged auto attacks. I think they can do melee as well, but they don't that often. I actually have Demolitionist as my main. He does really nice casting damage. I basically just have a couple nukes and run around kiting things. Nightblade, typical dual-wielding auto attacker. I have one of those pretty low level, but I'm going with the Cultist this time. He's a caster. Arcanist is, of course, typical mage, and Shaman is Shaman. Generally focuses on two-handed stuff, but not what I'm going for. It might be my secondary class later on, depends on what happens. And yes, you do get 3 skill points per level, because 50 points just to max out your class, let alone what you put into all the different abilities. So it's pretty necessary. And I'm going with Dreeg's Evil Eye. It's pretty typical, small casting thing. Shoots a small eye at somebody that then explodes. How much damage does it do? I'll level up a little bit more. And gotta equip it. Dreeg's Evil Eye. Can basically auto attack with it, though I'm not planning on using it for that. I am going to actually get some auto attack abilities later on that will make it a lot more effective, or will make my attacks more effective. Scrap, always helpful. Oh, a great sword. Well, I won't say it's amazing, but I'll go with that for now. As you can see, this part isn't actually on the map. There's sometimes these hidden areas. Although I don't think this one has a purpose. There's nothing back here, is there? Oh. Across the water, of course. Detonation site. Need dynamite for that. Clears way to a later area, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not much else back here. Sadly, a pointless detour at this stage. And another level up. That's always helpful. If I can actually hit things. The damage over time is pretty nice, I will admit. So I can ignore him since he'll die. Next thing I'll probably be getting is that. That's what actually gives me extra damage on my normal attacks. So for now, I'll do that. As you can see, every time you put a point in your class, you get extra physique, cunning, and spirit, which are the main 3 attributes. Spirit, of course, based on your energy, physique on your health and such, and what armor you can wear. And cunning is more around physical damage, if I remember correctly. So, just going with a couple more points in my actual class. Later on, when I'm taking a lot of time to figure out what I'm doing, I will probably be editing all of my time on the screen there out, because it'll be pretty worthless. It will be boring to the extreme. Can't go in there. Sadly, as usual, the early parts of the game are probably going to be pretty boring to watch. That's how it usually goes. Locked off. onward we go. What was that? Good circlet. Bad roach. Nope. A piece of lore. So these things don't read themselves. You have to actually click on them. And they actually show up here in this corner of the screen, but I can't see that. So I might add a narration later on and either put it over the video or make it a separate video and link to it from here. Because I can't read anything up in this area. So I will scroll down through it. If anybody wants, they can pause it and read it themselves. So you might enjoy that. I don't know how much anybody's into lore these days. Doo-doo-doo. For some reason, the undead and the cockroaches fight. I mean, it makes more sense than most games where nothing fights, but at the same time, I don't see too much reason why these would be fighting. Dead end, I guess. Rack. Sigh. Really hard to find anything good early in the game. Makes sense, but still. Nothing on the docks. Actually, I should spend my level really fast. So 5 points, I can get this. Soleil's Witchfire. This will give me a little more damage on every hit that I do. Gotta keep moving, something's following me. And I can get this, which will make my Dreeksy Fly have a little bit of AoE on it. So I'll go with those for the moment. Yeah, does more damage and is a bit bigger now. Need to add that. Turn it on. Takes away a lot of my energy, but it'll be worth it as long as it actually helps. Looks to be doing pretty good. Little more armor there. Oh, first person. Flawless. We're all going to die out here. Calm down. I was staying with a group of survivors down in Devil's Crossing, you know, the old prison. But supplies started running low. I volunteered to go scavenging around Lower Crossing. Figured it was safe enough, but I was wrong. I got chased in here by a pack of ravenous rift scourges, though I can't hear their maddening skittering anymore. I suppose I have you to thank for that? It doesn't matter, though. The area is overrun with the dead. We won't make it 5 feet without getting surrounded. Tell him that the way back is clear, or that I could open a rift gate for him. I guess I should explain that as soon as we do this. So I'll make a rift gate for him. So he's saying he doesn't believe me then. He's having a hard time believing it after what he's seen. But I don't seem to have the look of a taken, so he supposes that it's his only option. So I'm going to go with opening Rift Gate and sending him back. So now when I go back, I can talk to him. So to explain that, with the hotkey L, you can open a personal Rift Gate, and that allows instant warping to any other rift you've been to. It's kind of like Diablo's teleport home spell. Although in this sense it actually makes a rift. If you have multiple people playing, you can leave your rifts at different places for some minor amounts of fast travel if you're exploring an area and you know you'll have to backtrack. So I forgot to explore an area down there.